What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Bears about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys a little extra time. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice this game.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Showing the arm straight down the left side.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Looking left. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Trying to move them on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
He has 89 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Houck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch, a solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
On the run, it's Pryor. Gets away from one, he's got space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's caught. It's Pryor there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. The play action fake. Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Okay, ready? Trick 9, beat. He might want another play. Jackson gonna throw it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's 3 to 4.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sends it downfield, and it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off play action. Swings it out to the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Hout. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there, gets it to the 30.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to pass. Got a man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And here they come, almost all the way back. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Houck. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Pryor. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's good.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
21.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
21.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Chandler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him, trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get stopped short on fourth down.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Houck. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get up.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. He wants to take the top off. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Cal! And the comeback is on.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Looking for room at the 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Going to the ground. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass on the fly motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They boot it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Alford. Got the quick pass. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. Saving every precious second out of bounds with 24 ticks to go. It'll be first down.
Where here's the defense on that last play. It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop.
He's taking the shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Golden Bear. They look finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Houck. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.